Get a little closer to him. Don't worry. There you go. You're getting married. Perfect. Good hands. Well, you guys take a big deep breath for me. There we go. Now, Jose Luis and Rachel, welcome to Love Story Chapel. You have come here tonight to be joined in holy matrimony. Now, this is not a commitment to be taken lightly. It is never ill-advised. You will always enter a marriage discreetly and soberly. You will come here with that understanding. Mm-hmm. And that means you know you're getting married right now, correct? Mm-hmm. All right, let's continue. Now, marriage is truly one of the most beautiful things in the world that you can choose to participate in. I can let you know that it's definitely one of the firmest foundations that God has for the both of you to really experience growth and fulfillment in your new life together as husband and wife. I can also tell you that marriage is probably one of the most incredible adventures someone could ever get to take, and you're lucky enough to get to take that with your true love. But most importantly, I can tell you that marriage is, it always will be, your responsibility. And that's where my job starts. I have to make sure you understand that. And what that means is that from here on out, you're going to take care of each other. You're going to be there for one another. You're going to love each other. Now, it's probably something you've already been doing, right? I can definitely see the love on your faces tonight. How long have you been together for?
Well, since 2002, but 10 years apart.
Gotcha. You've known each other for quite some time. Mm-hmm. You've been loving and taking care of each other for quite some time. And that just means you're no stranger to that list. Now, the thing is that with marriage, sometimes it can feel like a big responsibility. And that's what it is. But whenever you're feeling that, I want you to keep in mind that there are many responsibilities you decide to take on throughout your whole life. And on that list, marriage is always going to be on the top. Because this will bring you the most rewards. This will offer you the greatest love. And when you put all your effort into it, it's most definitely the one with the best ending. So trust me when I tell you that this will be worth all the effort you put in. Now, in a moment, you will recite your vows. You get to exchange those rings. You'll give each other a kiss, and then you're going to head off into the neon sunset, officially married. You guys ready for that?
Yes.
Indeed. Now, as you head out that door to start those adventures, one thing I also have to let you know is that those adventures are going to take you everywhere together. Together being the key word. Sometimes it might take you to the top of a mountain. On occasion, it might take you to the bottom of the valley. But no matter where you go, together is where you're at. Throughout it all, hand in hand. And this is your greatest strength. This is how you get through anything that comes your way. So anytime you stumble, now you know. He's right there ready to catch you. Or anytime you happen to fall, now you know she's going to be the very first one to help lift you back up to your feet. Now, those valleys are also important because it's the spot where you learn about respect and commitment and forgiveness. And those are all very important ingredients for a long-lasting marriage. Then together, you'll make it back to the mountaintops where you get to learn perspective. Although it might have been tough in that valley, what you start to realize is that that's not what defines this relationship. You'll realize that what really defines your relationship is who you choose to be in those peaks and valleys with. That person you're choosing is standing in front of you, is more than ready to commit to you. So with that being said, time to do some vows. Yeah, don't worry, we're almost there yet. Oh. I'll let you know, don't worry. Now, vows are the declarations of love that you have to make. It is like a verbal promise of your own heart, and rings are what you seal the promise with. Let me hold these flowers. Go ahead and put your right hand out. I want you to hold those hands right next to each other. I want you to look at those rings at the same time. Now you are staring down at the symbols of your love, your marriage, the commitment you are about to make. That is your wedding ring. And when it's on your hand, the whole world recognizes that symbol. They'll know you're married. That's not why you're here. That's not what that's there for. See, that ring wasn't created to communicate to other people. That ring was specifically created to communicate to just you two. The ring is there to remind you about who you love, to remind you about who you married, to remind you about this very moment, to remind you every day. So please keep that close to your heart. And when you look down in your hand, you see that ring upon it. I hope it always brings you right back to tonight, right back to words that you're about to say. Now, say, Louise, you're going to place that ring onto her left hand. Now, before you do, I have to ask you a question. Do you take Rachel to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day on, for rich or for poor, sickness and in health, to love, honor, and cherish her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Place the ring on her hand. Say, with this ring, I choose you.
I choose you.
I give you my love
I give you my love
forever.
forever.
Now you have written some words of your own to say.
Mi chiquis, en este tiempo que hemos compartido juntos, hemos crecido tanto que estoy convencido que quiero compartir todo contigo. Listo para enfrentar todo lo que venga mientras lo hagamos juntos. Prometo siempre serte fiel y fiel a nuestros sueños. Siempre apoyarte, motivarte y acompañarte en cada cosa que inicies. Prometo ser el servidor, el siervo, el líder espiritual de nuestro hogar, teniendo siempre y poniendo siempre a Jesucristo por delante, para siempre, o hasta que nos permita nuestro Padre Celestial. Te amo.
All right, Richard, your attorney will be taking that ring. You're going to place it on his left hand. Now, do you take Jose Luis to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day on, for rich or for poor, in sickness and in health, to love, honor, and cherish him as long as you both shall live? Place that ring on his hand. Why don't you say, with this ring, I choose you.
I choose you.
I give you all my love
I give you all my love
and devotion
and devotion
forever.
forever. Oh, se me sacó esa madrona. Mi güerito con hermosos ojos verdes. It feels like a distant memory when I was in an empty place feeling the lowest that I have ever felt. I remember grabbing my phone and writing you a letter that I knew you would never read. It started something along the lines, if I were to see you again, would you be a stranger? And trust me, that was my greatest fear. Because the love I had and have for you, which I kept hidden in a secret place, which caused me the greatest pain. I never wanted to lose or forget. Vida, my best friend, the love of my life, the spiritual leader of our home. You compliment me in ways that only God could have designed. 12 years ago, we were here. And like a spoiled little bratty kid, I cried in front of the New York, asking why we couldn't get married, and I couldn't understand why you didn't want to. But I understand now. God's timing is perfect. Here we are now, 12 years later, and I can't thank you enough for loving me, for not forgetting me, but more importantly, for taking a leap of faith and trusting God to lead us, not only as a son and daughter, but as husband and wife. I know I can't promise you we won't face trials like we have these last 2 years, but what I can promise is to walk alongside each season with you with fervent prayer, by faith, and with an unwavering hope that I know will carry us together. And now I know the answer to the letter I had started to write you a decade ago. You are never going to be a stranger to me because the love we share is true, genuine, and pure. I love you more than you will ever know. My heart of gold. It brings me the greatest honor to be your wife and to take your name as generational blessings come over our life and our children's children. Te quiero, te amo y te adoro.
Let's guys take one more big deep breath. Now, from here on out, I hope that every day that passes continues to strengthen and deepen the bond that you formed. But I'm also hoping that bond will always remain full of tenderness and grace, because the connection you share with each other really does deserve that respect. But the most important thing is to make sure you work hard every day to meet this promise with the exact same love that brought you together in the first place. And so now, having committed to each other in front of God with your declaration of vows and an exchange of ring, and by the power vested in me by the state of Nevada, it gives me great pleasure to let you know that you are now finally married, and you may officially kiss each other as husband and wife. God bless you both. When you turn towards me, you guys holding hands, facing me. Go ahead and look at each other from the side. One more kiss. Now together down that aisle as husband and wife. Congratulations.